Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sean, good morning. Good morning. Hello. Welcome to the Louisville Urban League. We are so pleased to be a part of this wonderful announcement. Thank you all so much, so very much for being here. Thank you to everybody who has helped to make today possible. Thanks to all these folks behind me, especially the folks at NCFL. I cannot say enough. So this morning is the first time I had the opportunity to meet Sharon, and she is the president and founder of NCFL. And let me just tell you, if the world were full of people like this, the world would be a better place. This is, yes, absolutely. This is a woman who did the work, saw the need, and she understands that if we're really going to fix what is broken with us, that we have to address it as a family. It is not enough to just work with the children. It is not enough to just work with the adults. This is really about how we change outcomes for families in our community. So on behalf of the Louisville Urban League, I am so very pleased to be here, to know you. I am thankful for you and people like you, because you are the type of person who really gives me hope, and you can help us change the world. I am honored to be a part of this. Thank you to my friend Tony Payton, who always it's like, you got to get to know NCFL. I feel like I'm late to the game. So thank you all for being here. I'm so excited. And thanks to all of the wonderful folks that came together to get this funding. You know, I'm not going to start listing people because I'm scared I'll forget, and I don't want to put my glasses on. I'd like to look nice on television. So anyway. But I just want to say thank you, and thank you all for choosing to do this press conference at the Louisville Urban League. And so now it is my pleasure to introduce Mayor Greg Fisher. I don't think the man needs any introduction. He's everywhere. We know who he is. Thank you, Mayor, for being here.
All right. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. And thanks, Sadiqa, for all you do for our city. We're proud to be your all's partner. Proud to work with you over the years as well. So good job to you. And on behalf of Councilwoman Barbara Sexton Smith, welcome to District 4. There you go. The Councilwoman's doing a great job being omnipresent in the district as well. Really appreciate your leadership. And thank everybody for coming here today. You know good things are happening when you walk into a room like this and you see all the faces of the community here and a lot of our leaders that have been doing this type of work. Something good is going to be happening here today. This announcement is going to help so many children and families in our community. It has proven to do so around the country. It's already been proven to do so here in our city as well. So this opportunity to scale this up is really exciting. When people are always saying, oh, gosh, there's so many problems, and there are. Today we're talking about another solution to help us one person at a time and one family at a time. And that ultimately is what this is about. There is no instant pudding to turning society around. It is just us showing up every day with an open heart and a sharp mind, ready to help other people. And it's really not a lot more complicated than that. We just need more people to help and get off the sidelines here. So today we're joined by several hardworking families, 5 outstanding organizations, and some generous donors to unveil an expansion of NCFL's family learning model. This is a proven model, as the judge just talked about. It's research-based. It's a 2-generation education model, and it's led by Louisville's own National Center for Families Learning, or NCFL. Now, Louisville is one of more than 20 cities nationwide implementing NCFL family learning, and we're thrilled to see the initiative grow today through a collective $1.5 million donation from several generous donors. That's big news for the city. Alignment is important for results. Many of y'all have heard me talk about the guiding values of our administration being lifelong learning, health, and compassion. When you think about the National Center for Families Learning, which has been headquartered in Louisville for 28 years, I just so appreciate when I think about them with lifelong learning, health, and compassion as well. NCFL's mission is to eradicate poverty and build healthier families through education solutions, multi-generational solution. The NCFL family learning model aligns with our Cradle to Career framework, so that's our system for lifelong learning. They help set the stage for better academic outcomes for our children and more capable adults, helps parents with the literacy, language, technology, and workforce skills they need to get a better job, and it brings families together. What we all know, for every child to be successful is you have to have a loving adult, and hopefully more than one, but somebody that will set expectations for you, some structure, some discipline, and a whole lot of love. And if you can put all that together, good things happen. We've seen Louisville parents in this program get results, get their GED, learn English, go out and get a better job, build confidence in their ability as adults in the family. And that's a virtuous cycle that just continues to create opportunity by giving them the capacity to do more good with not just their family, but the community as well. And the way that NCFL brings together so many people to help improve their lives reinforces our position where we believe that everybody has the right for their human potential to flourish. And that's how we define compassion in our city, respect for each and every citizen so that their human potential is flourishing and thriving. That's what NCFL is all about. And then there's a give back portion as well. The family learning program participants are giving back by taking part in service projects that they do together. So learning this concept of citizenship and that we are all in this together. We're interdependent. Sometimes you might say, oh gosh, I wish we weren't, but we are, okay? It's just like a family, and we got to help each other. So we're announcing an expansion of the program today through the generous donation, but also some new groups that will be participating. So this morning we're excited to announce that McFerrin Elementary, the Louisville Urban League, 2 Not 1.
I'm sorry.
Judge is excited every day. So let me start over again. McFerrin Elementary, the Louisville Urban League, 2 Not 1, AMPed, which is the Academy of Music Production, Education, and Development, and the Americana World Community Center are all stepping up to launch the NCFL Family Learning Program, and another 2 sites will be launched this fall. Let's hear it for our new 6 participants here. Good job. These groups have already obviously been doing good work in the community. So to fuel their capacity with NCFL's program here really is exciting. As you see people that are doing good work and have capacity not to do even more, really is going to be a positive thing for our community. Now we're going to hear from some of those involved in this work, including a dedicated parent, and we'll get a chance to see for ourselves after the press conference here how families are learning together through a demonstration of the Family Learnings Model Packed Time program. So first, though, I'd like to ask a few people to come up and speak. First will be JCPS Superintendent Donna Hargens, who's just been a tremendous citizen of Louisville and is a woman that has given us everything she's got, from her mind, most importantly to her heart, and she's been there with us every step of the way as we try to enhance the potential of our kids in our community. Please welcome Donna Hargens.
This is so great, a room full of people excited about family learning. And this is so Vision 2020, if you don't know about our strategic plan. And it aligns perfectly because the vision is that all JCPS students graduate prepared, empowered, and inspired to reach their potential and to contribute as thoughtful, responsible citizens in our shared diverse world. So what we know is that parents are powerful. They are powerful role models. And we know that there's a correlation between the greatest indicator of a child's academic success is the educational attainment of their mother. So we know that we must help mothers and fathers reach their educational goals. So that's why JCPS is proud to be part of the Cradle to Career pipeline and to do our part. And JCPS Adult Education is proud to be a part of this partnership with the National Center for Families Learning. And I want to acknowledge the adult education JCPS employees that are in the room, Joyce and Artie and everyone. Wave, thank you for what you do every day. If Kentucky's education and economic circumstances are to continue to improve, then we know schools have to find ways to reach both children and adults. So we know it's especially important for adults who are struggling with literacy. And you know, our fastest growing population is our immigrant population. So our JCPS adult education continues to adapt its program to best serve the community that we have. So English as a second language learners, both adults and students. So we offer ESL classes to parents who need support to increase their English speaking skills, then help them transition to GED classes, and all the while incorporating their children learning as an important part of the mix. So our family learning program is making a meaningful impact in our community. And the future of our Commonwealth depends on how we educate our entire population, from cradle and beyond. So we're doing the work at JCPS to educate our children and get more children reading on grade level. That's really important, reading on grade level by 3rd grade. So we're partnering with Bellarmine University to expand the capacity of our teachers to reach all students. Educated parents, incredibly important. But you know, this work takes the passion and commitment of an entire community. So I want to thank the partners in this room who've stepped up to add 5 new Louisville family learning sites. Relationships are important between teachers and families and students. So through the family learning program, parents and schools work together to increase the academic skills of the entire family. And so nothing happens in JCPS without the support of a board. So I want to acknowledge board member Diane Porter, who's in the room. So thank you for being here. And again, thank you to the partners.
Okay, let's hear it for Donna Hargens. Helped our city in many ways. Thank you, Donna. Now I have the pleasure of introducing Sharon Darling, who's the president and founder of NCFL. And I'm going to throw a little love at you, because you deserve it, okay? Well, because when you think about what we hope for in our community in terms of people that are, from here and go on to do great things around the country, Sharon Darling is Exhibit A for that. She's an outstanding example of a tremendous Louisville citizen, a graduate of JCPS and the University of Louisville. Sharon pioneered the concept of family literacy, so she's been a pioneer in this work. So that's parents and children learning together, and the power of that as an intergenerational pathway to literacy and self-sufficiency. Her work has created new educational models and has helped more than 2 million families in the United States achieve success through an intergenerational approach to education. She's held key leadership positions at the local, state, and national level, and serves on the boards of numerous national and international organizations, including the U.S. National Commission for UNESCO and the UNESCO Institute for Lifelong Learning. Please join me in welcoming a great Louisvillian, Sharon Darling.
Well, to say it is just great to be here today is an understatement. I mean, I'm usually the one that everybody goes to the other side of the room at a social gathering because here she comes and she's going to talk to me about family learning again. And you all are here, you're captive. I think they locked the door. I get an opportunity to, it just doesn't get any better. My friends and family thank you too, because I don't have to listen to it as much if I'm able to talk to you today. So thank you, Mayor Fisher, and on behalf of the National Center for Families Learning, I'm excited to be here. This large-scale collaboration couldn't be more powerful for this community, for children and families to learn together. This expansion was really inspired by your Cradle to Career initiative, Mayor. So we see this as kind of the cross-section that goes across all the pillars and ties them together, because it is a unifying approach when you bring families together. So it has the adult education, it has the early childhood and everything in between. We like to say at NCFL sometimes that we really are in the education business from the twinkle to the wrinkle, if you will. So we have over a 28-year history of working throughout the United States with parents and their children, and actually around the world at times, working to eliminate poverty through an educational solution for families. We're currently working directly and intensely with partners in 150 communities with our family literacy model and reaching 15 million parents and children every year with our digital assets like Wonderopolis. Donna Hargens is my favorite cheerleader for Wonderopolis, so I had to give her a shout. But I'm most proud to tell you that NCFL is homegrown in Kentucky, and we have our national headquarters just down the street, and we're very proud of that. The national movement of family literacy was started here in Kentucky, and the expansion of NCFL family learning in Louisville demonstrates the strong commitment by so many groups' efforts. Public, private, governmental, coming together for the benefit of the larger community. You know, we struggle with the achievement gap in our schools. But the achievement gap is really not about race or ethnicity or curriculum or any of those things. It really is about the devastating effects of poverty on children. We spend a lot of money on poor children in our community, but if you think about it, there are no poor children. There are children who live with poor adults. The adults are poor because they don't have the skills that they need to start their own process of education and training to get the jobs that exist today and those that will exist tomorrow. You know, a child, when they're born from the time they're age 18, they spend 90% of their time in the home and the community, not in our institutions. So we must fight poverty and low education by using every parent and every community member if we really are going to reach the tipping point in Louisville and make us the national model for learning and a culture of learning in our communities. Two-generation learning maximizes the success for both generations. It's not an either or, it's a yes and. We must have education and training for adults and the children. Literacy is critical for our community success, and we see it over and over in NCFL's learning programs. Family literacy, families building two generations of skilled individuals going forward together can really turn around a community. And based on the independent evaluations of our work, we know that children are achieving greater success in reading and math than their peers. Parents are gaining skills to get employment and maintain that employment because they have soft skills as well, and make their home a learning environment for their family. But what is most important today are the families who will now have the opportunity to learn and grow and thrive in Louisville. We will hope to see the same results that we've seen around the country, where whole families get lifted up, and those families in turn come back to their communities and help others, and it starts to grow organically so that we see the whole communities rise up. So you've already heard about the announcement of the new partners, but I just want to shout out to them again. Congratulations to the Urban League. You can clap again. 2 Not 1, let's hear from you. The Academy of Music Production, Education, and Development. And 2 sites within Jefferson County Adult Education, McFerrin Elementary and Americana World Community Center. So as you heard, we have a demonstration of parent and child together time, or PAC time, in just a few minutes. And it's really the secret sauce, or the real kind of passion for family literacy, when parents have an opportunity to work with their own children in a way that helps them grow together, and they start to understand how their children learn and what they can do to help their children learn. And most of all, they have fun together learning. So sometimes for parents who never have had anything modeled in their own home, when they get an opportunity to play with their children and realize that their children are learning through play, it's a very, very powerful thing to see. So I hope that you will stay with us and visit that program. So the PAC time today that you would see is planning and preparation for 2 Not 1's first family service learning project, which is part of our model, as you heard. They will be making T-shirts together today to support a violence prevention event that they're planning. There were many steps that happened before today to get them ready for this, and there will be many more after, as family service learning is much more than a one-time volunteer effort. It's a research-based strategy that empowers families to be problem solvers in their own communities. All of these sites will engage in family service learning projects throughout their participation, so please say hello to them if you see them in the community doing some good work to help their communities. So in Louisville, we have some of the most generous philanthropists in the country, and I'm so proud to say that this initiative is being sponsored by many different funders, which is just wonderful. They came together with a shared cause for children and families. So thank you to our generous partners from PNC Bank, CE&S Foundation, the James Graham Brown Foundation, Geens Foundation, Lift a Life Foundation, and the William R. Keenan Jr. Charitable Trust. I think that says a lot about our community when funders come together to do something meaningful together. It's not typical in a lot of the communities where we work. So I'm proud of the Louisville funding community. I also want to recognize one of NCFL's board members, Vice Chair Meredith Parente is with us today. Meredith, raise your hand. Thank you for being here. We couldn't do what we do without the outstanding support of these partners, and it's my pleasure to introduce one of them, Tess McNair, Executive Director of the CE&S Foundation. Prior to joining the CE&S Foundation, Tess focused her career in the for-profit and not-for-profit sectors of the healthcare industry, working for companies including Humana, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and HCA Healthcare. Her expertise is in communications, organization effectiveness, performance and process improvement, and executive leadership strategy. Tess is an appointee to the Jefferson Community and Technical College Nominating Committee and is actively involved with many of the Louisville community's education-focused initiatives. She's a member of the boards of directors of the Greater Louisville Project and the Center for Nonprofit Excellence. She's a graduate of Vanderbilt University. Please join me in welcoming Tess McNair.
Thank you, Sharon. I have to confess, I left my coffee on the kitchen counter this morning, but you all are like the best caffeine ever. I seriously came in here and I was like, whoa, I'm dragging. And now I'm like, we're going to lunch. So, I mean, this is so exciting to see so many people come out. And on behalf of the CE&S Foundation and the other funders who joined in this initiative, I'm so excited to be here today to mark the beginning of this partnership with NCFL and with community partners like the Louisville Urban League. As Sharon and Mayor Gregg have said, NCFL has been in our community doing this work and leading the nation for almost 3 decades. And so I'm really excited that this expansion means this is going to take root in a whole new way, and that the families in our community will be able to improve their lives through improved literacy, academic, and career skills. And we couldn't ask for something more promising. So I think I'm what stands in the way of you all hearing from a parent who stepped up to take this on and seeing it in action. So I just want to say thank you to the mayor for your leadership and the compassion you bring to our community, to Sharon and your team for this, and to Sadiqua, to you, and to the other community partners. So thank you.
Thank you, Tess. I love your energy. So I don't know, I'm feeling, like I really have a lot to compete with the women I've met today with their level of energy and excitement. So up next, we're going to hear from one of the parents currently in the NCFL Family Learning at 201. Doraldo Hall is a father of 5, and I found out that all 5 are under the age of 6. So we need to give him a hug if you see him. He's been working hard to make life better for his kids by getting his GED and participating in several certificate programs with Kentuckiana Works. But this is just the beginning. Doraldo has big plans for his family and our community, and NCFL Family Learning will help get him there. Please welcome Doraldo Hall. Thank you.
Can y'all give yourself another round of applause for showing up today? How's everybody doing? My name is Doraldo Hall Jr. I'm a father of 5 kids, 4 beautiful girls and 1 handsome son. I have earned my GED in May of 2016, and I will be graduating internship academy tomorrow. I attend the NCFL Family Learning with 4 of my kids at 291. I joined NCFL Family Learning because I didn't have much support growing up myself, and I don't want my kids to go through that same situation. The reason I joined NCFL Family Learning is because I wanted to learn how to be a parent, wanted to learn how to teach my kids, and not just that, I wanted to learn how to better understand my kids. Since I have been in NCFL Family Learning, I have been working on addition with my 4-year-old daughter. She is learning how to add up to 10 now. She still struggles, but it's still helping me be a better teacher to her. I want my kids to succeed and exceed expectations. I want my kids to have positive options and opportunities for their future. I want my kids to live in a world where they won't have to worry about violence. I want a better life for my kids than I had for myself. That's why our group Family Learning Project is so important. The goal of these projects is the time you spending with your kids. Programs like NCFL Family Learning are important because they empower families, they build up stronger families. And NCFL Family Learning programs also allow parents and their kids to work together to change their community for a better outcome. This is why I say NCFL Family Learning Program is important, and it most definitely help our families. I would recommend this program to any other parents or families that wants to become better teachers to their child. I would most definitely get them in it if I could. A lot of families do need this because some parents don't know how to be teachers. They just know how to be parents. So I'm gonna say from myself, from my experience of being an NCFL member, I will say that this program has helped me get the time that I don't usually get with my kids because I'm usually so busy running around doing different things. I get the time to work on different projects with my kids, such as creating derby hats, little things like that. It brings a smile to my face to see that my kids enjoy that thing. So I really feel like this has helped me be a better teacher, not only a better parent, but be a better teacher to my kids. And it's helping me grow with my kids at the same time. So I would recommend this program to any other parents, any other families that's out there that needs this program. This is a great program. And if you not in it, then I'm telling you, missing out on a lot. You're really missing out. So yeah. No problem. And I thank everybody for allowing me to speak and share my opportunity and my experiences of this program. So thank you.
Thank you, Geraldo. Good job, man. You got your hand full, brother. There is hope. There is hope out there. We just graduated our 4th child. So we're done with that phase through college. You got that to look forward to. Okay, I just want to recognize a few other folks here that are kind of part of this solution from the city. Ashley Parrott is back here. Ashley is our senior education policy advisor. And really between Ashley and Tony Payton over here, that we worked together over the years to create the Cradle to Career system of lifelong learning. So thank both of you guys. Yeah. Brian Warren is here. A lot of our participants are English language learners. Brian runs our Office for Globalization and is making Louisville an even more global and international city. Very important part of our strategy. And then Rashad Abdur-Rahman, I saw Rashad earlier, there he is. Rashad runs our Office for Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods. This is an all-in effort for our community to get every neighborhood safe and healthy. What NCFL is doing here is a big part of that. So Rashad, thank you for what you're doing. So in closing, just honored to be part of a team that celebrates collaboration and partnership that brought this together. Honored to be part of a city that has citizens like Sharon being our national best practice out here, showing the way, and always remembering her hometown as well, so that we can get out about doing the business of making our city better one day at a time.
This has been a Metro TV production, a public service of Louisville Metro government.